Honestly, I think they used missing person as shield, and also maybe again provocateurs mistreatment of animals. I mean, not farming, but in private, so that they kind of lure out who would react on that and how is the reaction. They are very, very. I think I cited that they are hacking your conversation on the phone and making reporting, analyze the psychology on everybody around, in another language, of course. So basically, by this surveillance, they check out who is gonna be a weak victim, their data, addresses, friends. Is there somebody around in their friends they could use for whatever crime? And then I think I don't know about the missing person children is of course a sort of ransom asset or even like a shield asset. So if somebody gets too close and they can trade it, if you are if you're in a corrupted area, you can say, well, you can loan this child for a weekend, and if you give it up on me, reporting or something. Another thing is that a missing person has an ID, and a lot of cases go cold. So if you're thinking like 10 years ahead, nobody would know this child at all in official airport, police, especially not when there's no central intelligence. We might get it with face recognition and so on, but they grow. So basically, I think they use them for if they're gonna use a passport later, they can use the missing child's passport at the right age and stuff. So they can actually flew back to United States or Germany or UK on a fake passport. And another thing about these people that doesn't really work in the way I think is that they often have a bad morale. They often do abuse children, and often they have really no job, and they're not tired in the night, and they don't really know what work is. So basically, and they all often are together with more people that do the same thing of crime. So they can be like different nations together, and they could also be some of them having maybe a cover or an interest in politics. So there would be maybe connection between mobsters' behavior and extremes, whether it's right or left or in between or terrorism, whatever. So basically, they kind of the surveillance is pretty heavy because that's intelligence surveillance, and they use it to get more data to abuse people. And I also think that they don't really like anyone to be around who knows the law, military, police. That's for them a really threat because we can figure it out, right? But they want to have weak women they can explore. They want to, if they have kids, even better. People disappear in this. And where do they disappear? That could be anywhere. You got places all around they can disappear. So they pick up things they need. They even have like a sort of roulette. So somebody steals the thing, they get over to another car, they go another place, sell them there. There's really no track. So they shift hands, almost like. So that's how I do it, I think. I think also that they're always ready to leave if necessary. That's why they don't really give a shit about anything because they're on the run, and they don't want anyone. There are also very few um, friends around. They don't, criminals are handicapped in the way of social behavior because they don't understand the social norm unless you are criminal. So you cannot be friends with them if you are on the other side of the law. For example, if I am presenting to be lawful, they were not invite for friendship. They don't understand the responsibility they have. They don't understand social behavior. Rape for them is maybe norm. It's not that bad, and so on. So basically, um, that's why it looks a bit like deserted, because there's really no thing. They're wasting everybody's time, especially my time. They're wasting their children's time, and if they are not their children, they're making, of course, a crime, but they waste people's life. Frankly, I have after I was um, the one that operated and planned the Natasha Campos liberation. Afterwards, sometimes I felt a little bit down that Prickler was going down. And basically, there was nothing else to do because he came running with a weapon, so there was nothing else we could do. But I knew it. I knew he would do it. So, in a way, I think I had a little, but could I have done it different to liberate her? But she was alive and he's dead. But now, after all these years, I think like if I meet some of these people with the same kind of crime, I wouldn't care less if they were in jail for life. I mean, I would love to have them booked in for life because they are extremely dangerous and they are extremely evil and they do horrifying things.